I'm not sure. Oh, cool. There she is. Sorry. So that's her dad. Sweet.
Love is the reason that we are here. A wedding is a celebration of the miracle of love. Scott and Nancy have invited you here today in the presence of God to celebrate this miracle in their lives. Scott and Nancy, I remind you that marriage is a precious gift, a lifelong commitment, and a challenge to love one another completely each and every day. Scott Robert, do you wish to establish your home with Nancy as her husband, to receive her as your wife, to make a home where she will be loved and cared for as long as God grants you life? If so, please answer. I do.
I do.
Nancy Evelyn, do you wish to establish your home with Scott as his wife, to receive him as your husband, to make a home where he will be loved and cared for as long as God grants you life? If so, please answer. I do. I do. May I have the rings, sir? I like to do that to go around so you guys have trouble. Scott and Nancy, as you wear these rings, may they be a constant reminder of the promises you have made, are making to each other today. Scott, please take your ring and place it on Nancy's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving husband. Nancy, please take your ring and place it on Scott's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I seal my promise to be your faithful and loving wife. Now Nancy and Scott have exchanged their rings, but now express to say their vows that they have decided for each other. So at this time they will repeat their own vows. Scott will start first.
You fill my heart with gladness and take away my sadness. You make me happy, and I will always love you forever from this day on. And share and be happy together.
When I first met you, you told me your name was Clark Kent. And I laughed. But you became my Superman. And then you told me the stories of your life, and they made me laugh. And sometimes they made me cry. I thought what a sweet, funny, gentle man you were. And it astonished me how quickly I came to love you. And so, Scott Mooney, without reservation, I promise to respect and support you. I want to spend the rest of my life cooking your morning oatmeal and looking into your twinkling eyes and laughing at your teasing and jokes. I want to make you happy because I need you and I love you like the air I breathe.
Hey, wait a second, that's not the part.
Gotta hurry.
Now I'd like to don't interrupt. I'd like to present a blessing at this time that they would feel no rain, for each of them will be a shelter to each other. That they will feel no cold, for now each of you will be the warmth for the other. That you will have no loneliness, for each of you will be the companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there are three lives before you. His life, her life, and your life together. Nancy and Scott, you have committed yourselves to each other in marriage by exchanging of vows, the giving of rings, and with the great pleasure it gives me as a minister of the gospel and by the state of Michigan, I lovingly pronounce you husband and wife. Scott, you may kiss your wife. With great pleasure, I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Scott Mooney.
All right. Woo!
All right.